The WNBA believed that simply finding Sophie Cunningham would suffice. But it gets much crazier. They didn't receive the memo. Cunningham converted a $400 penalty into a multi-million-dollar victory. Yes, you heard it correctly. Cunningham recently humiliated the WNBA. She is now exposing the double standard that they have been trying to ignore. How did she pull that off? Cunningham took action against Clark's unrelenting targeting during a heated match against the Connecticut Sun, as referees had previously ignored the issue. Fans were outraged by her behavior, causing a major backlash. Cunningham has quickly become an Indiana Fever figure, and the outcome is unpredictable. The WNBA's officiating problems were revealed by a single hard foul, making Cunningham a household name. Meanwhile, the league struggles with its own issues. Caitlin Clark is not only a player. She is the WNBA's lifeline, comparable to LeBron James and Steph Curry, but with greater influence. This is where everything changes. During her debut season in 2024, Clark was responsible for 17% of all WNBA egregious foul calls. This statistic indicates how frequently she was targeted. Isn't it crazy? Clark received 12 out of 70 flagrant fouls in the WNBA, while only playing 40 games. This season has been characterized by intense physical activity. Incidents such as Kennedy Carter's body check and Deny Carrington's "I poke" in 2024 established a tone. In 2025, Clark continues to suffer harsh fouls, shvees, and uncalled contact, causing fans and commentators to shout foul. However, what comes next is simply insane. During the 2024 playoffs, Carrington's "I poked" Clark briefly, causing the Fever to lose in the first round against the Connecticut Sun. Clark missed a few games in June 2025 owing to a small injury, which was said to be caused by the accumulated physical toll and repercussions. They were brutal. According to Outkick, the WNBA's ratings dropped by 55% during Clark's absence, from an average of 9.9 million for her games to less than 4.5 million. Arenas like Gamebridge Fieldhouse experienced a 30% decline in attendance for non-Clark games, according to Sportico projections. Why does this matter to you? Clark's absence had a negative impact beyond the illness. It highlighted the WNBA's reliance on her star power. Clark, unlike LeBron or Curry, is the sole reason for the Warriors' recent surge in popularity. But here's what they're not saying. The claim that the WNBA's 2024 rookie class is driving growth is a media invention. The data is clear. In 2024, Clark's Fever, her ESPN show, aired 18 out of 21 WNBA games with over 1 million people. Clark's games against competitors like Angel Ree and A.A. Wilson drew large audiences, while her absence garnered less attention. The WNBA's $200 million annual media deal and 170% viewing increase in 2024 are primarily due to her. This only scratches the surface. Clark is a dominant player in the sport, making him a target for opponents. This is where things become risky. Sophie Cunningham, a 28-year-old guard, joins the Fever from the Phoenix Mercury in a February 2025 parade. Cunningham, dubbed Spicy Sophie, has become Clark's on-court bodyguard during a contentious game against the Connecticut Sun on June 17, 2025. This is where things go completely off track. In the final minute of the game, Connecticut's JCS Sheldon, a former Big Ten adversary, jabbed Clark in the eye, resulting in a shoving match. Sunyaward Marina Maber escalated the situation, pushing Clark to the floor. Referees handed technical fouls to Clark Mabber and Tina Charles, with Sheldon receiving an egregious one, which was not a deterrent. The unexpected twist comes next. Cunningham, frustrated with officials' inaction, took matters into her own hands. With 46 seconds left, she landed a heavy foul on Sheldon, pushing her to the ground. The play resulted in a bench-clearing brawl, with Cunningham, Sheldon, and Sun's Lindsay Allen disqualified. The WNBA fined Cunningham $400 for her 2 flagrant fouls and an undisclosed amount for her role in the scuffle, according to ESPN. However, the cost of $400 is not the only issue. Cunningham refused to apologize, stating that they had failed to safeguard the WNBA's star player for several years. In the end, "I'll prioritize protecting my teammates." Stephanie White, her coach, also criticized the officials for losing control. The outcome was predictable. The most surprising aspect is that it is entirely true. Cunningham's actions resonated with people dissatisfied with Clark's treatment. Social media users praised X as a superhero for standing up to the WNBA's poor officiating. Sophie Cunningham has become a legend for warning the WNBA not to meddle with Caitlin Clark. It's game on. Her strong foul was more than just a retribution. That was a statement. If the referees fail to protect Clark, Cunningham will. Pay great attention to this part. Her black belt in Taekwondo at age 6 lends legitimacy to her enforcer persona, making her an intimidating presence on the court.
Oh my God. Sophie's a dog. She just is, she's a competitor. She's versatile, so she allows us to do different things. Like, she plays with such toughness. She's huge, and she's going to be for us all season long.
This is when things become really fascinating. The WNBA's officiating has received criticism, especially involving Clark. Clark received 12 flagrant fouls in 2024, more than any other player, but playing fewer minutes than veterans Aya Wilson and Breanna Stewart. This season, Clark has received uncalled contact in almost every game. According to a Washington Post research, the WNBA's pain can be tough and vicious, and referees frequently fail to call fouls on aggressive plays. Becky Hammond, a recognized coach of the Las Vegas Aces, backed Cunningham's actions, stating that there's too much bumping, grabbing, and uncalled fouls, and players are tired of being hit.
This is what happens, right? This is what happens. You've got competitive women who are the best in the world at what they do, right? And when you allow them to play physical and you allow these things to happen, they're going to compete. And they're going to have their teammates back.
However, many people overlook this. The WNBA's reluctance to protect Clark extends beyond officiating. The issue is systematic and linked to the league's culture. Although veterans like Alyssa Thomas and John Phil Jones have been cited for severe fouls on Clark, the penalties are inconsistent. In 2024, Chennedy Carter's body check was raised to a flagrant foul after review, although he did not face punishment. The league's delay has created a sense that Clark, a rookie sensation, is being hazed by veterans and not protected by officials. If you think this is horrible, just wait. Sun coach Reish Mazain described Cunningham's foul as dumb and arrogant. Fans and observers feel that the true disrespect is the WNBA's failure to protect its most valuable asset.
Prices continue their decline without the assistance of the Root from Waterloo. First off, credit where credit is due.
Here's the most crucial portion. Clark has had an unequaled impact on the WNBA. In 2024, her games had a 170% rise in viewership, with an average of 9.9 million, compared to the league's 5.8 million overall, according to ESPN. Her presence increased ticket sales by 30% across the league, with the Fever selling out 90% of their home games. Clark's absence from games in June 2025 resulted in a 55% decline in the W's ratings and a considerable drop in non-Fever ticket sales, according to Sportico. The situation quickly escalates. Clark, not rookies or veterans like Wilson, is the key draw, as evidenced by this striking disparity. One person on X emphasized the importance of Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. Her absence had a negative impact on ratings. She's bigger than LeBron ever was in the NBA. By the end, you'll understand why this is vital. Clark's effect extends beyond statistics. Her $28 million Nike contract and $11 million in endorsements outweigh her $76,535 WNBA salary, illustrating the league's financial inequality. The WNBA's $40 million deficit in 2024, despite a good season, highlights its financial instability. Clark's ability to fill venues and drive media deals makes her indispensable. However, the league's officiating mistakes may alienate her and her fans. Stay tuned for the next big portion. It becomes even more unbelievable. Cunningham's $400 fee was a minor price to pay for her recent success. Within 48 hours of Sundame, her TikTok followers increased from 400,000 to 1.2 million, and her Instagram followers increased by 350,000, reaching 730,000, according to Sportico. The number 8 Fever jersey quickly sold out, and restocks were delayed until July 8, 2025. According to marketing agency STN Digital, Obtaining 1 million followers across platforms may cost a brand more than $1 million. Cunningham-sponsored postings, formerly valued at $10,000, may now command $20,000 each. The best part? We're just getting started. Cunningham's ascent is comparable to Kate Martin, who sold more jerseys than Io Wilson in 2024. Clark's teammates benefit from her halo effect, while Cunningham's enforcer position has increased her attractiveness. Fans on X branded her a national treasure, with one post receiving 1.2 million views and 141,000 likes. Future endorsement deals with Adidas and Quest Nutrition might increase her off-court earnings to millions. Keep reading for the important section. Despite the WNBA's $40 million loss in 2024, Cunningham's success on social media and jersey sales demonstrates her ability to capitalize on Clark's fame, which the league has not done. I discovered something shocking. A petition with 388 signatures advocated for Cunningham's suspension from the WNBA due to her unsportsmanlike behavior. Despite the uproar, fans embraced her as Clark's guardian, leading to increased popularity. One former user stated, "Sophie Cunningham's $400 fine was the best investment ever. Her jerseys are sold out. However, she still has the WNBA responded to Cunningham's TikTok post by lip-syncing Selena Gomez's 'Hands to Myself.' The video received 1.2 million views and comments, including from fitness influencer Joey Swole. No one expected this. Her devotion to Clark has earned her a fan favorite, turning a fine into a financial gain. The situation deteriorates more. The WNBA's officiating and financial woes indicate a league at a crossroads. Clark's 17% percentage of flagrant fouls in 2024 and ongoing targeting in 2025 indicate a failing to safeguard its key player. The league's $40 million loss during a record-breaking season highlights the importance of avoiding alienating Clark or her followers. However, the upcoming events will significantly alter the situation. Cunningham's role as Clark's enforcer has changed the narrative. Her willingness to get her hands filthy is a message to the WNBA. Protect your stars or players, as Cunningham will. You won't believe what you're about to see. The Fever's 8-7 record in June 2025 highlights their reliance on Clark, who averages 21.3 points and 8.7 assists per game. Cunningham's protected position allows Clark to focus on her game, enhancing the team's playoff chances. Cunningham's social media growth and retail sales have outpaced Wilson's, indicating strong fan support. Everything came together at that point. Despite being punished by the WNBA, Cunningham continues to profit, while the league struggles to capitalize on Clark's popularity. Make sure you finish this. Sophie Cunningham's $400 fine was a modest price to pay for revealing WNBA officiating problems and establishing herself as a fan favorite. Standing up for Caitlin Clark has transformed a controversial situation into a lucrative opportunity. Clark is the WNBA's most valuable asset, accounting for 55% of viewership and 30% of ticket sales, surpassing the value of LeBron or Curry on the NBA. The truth is, this is really ridiculous. The league attempted to locate her, but Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark are the ones altering the rules. Who is laughing now? The referee's reaction to a strong foul on Caitlin Clark was unacceptable. Sophie Cunningham's actions were deemed inappropriate, but the officials had already lost control of the game. What do you think of the WNBA referees? Will players simply accept fines as a form of retaliation, or will they ever change? Share your thoughts in the comments area below. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Stay tuned.